Hello friends, welcome to English Literature Articles. Today we are going to see about post-colonial criticism. Post-colonial criticism emerged in 1990. One of the significant effects of post-colonial criticism is to further undermine the universal claims once made on behalf of literature by liberal humanist critics. It demotes or disregards the universal claims on cultural, social, religion, and national perspective. The postcolonial criticism addresses the problem of cultural identity as it is represented in postcolonial literature. The colonist ideology refers the relationship to the language in which the colonist thinking was expressed was based on colonizers. The colonizers refers to the native people. The use of European culture as the standard to which all other cultures are negatively contrast is called Eurocentrism. The Eurocentric language is seen in Franz Fanon, The Fetcher of the Earth. It is published in French in 1961 and it explores the cultural resistance to France's American Empire. Facon argued that the first step for colonized people in finding an identity is reclaim from the past. Edwards said Orientalism also explores about the Eurocentric language. It explains that the West is inferior to East. It identifies the East and contrasts it with West. It explores the Western identity. The second perspective of post colonial criticism is to erode the colonist ideology by which the past has been devalued. Edwards says that the post colonial criticism corresponds to the French feminist criticism by Julia Kristeva, Helen Seuss. The theory seems to accept some of the premises of liberal humanism. Post-colonial criticism is expressed in the representation of Africa in Joseph Conrad, Heart of Darkness, India in E.M. Foster's A Passage to India, Algeria in Albert Camus' The Outsider, Wessex settings in the Hardy's novel is a canvas on which he depicts and examines the fundamental and universal aspects of human condition. Each poems like Sailing to Byzantium and Byzantium gives the idea of Eurocentric language. Each provides the images of Istanbul, which is identified with sensuality and Eurocratic exotic mysticism. All post-colonial literature has these three transitions: adopt, unquestioning. It means it accepts the European novel without any questioning. Adapt, assuming the intervention in the gene, like if some African writers writes their novel, they have the genre of European culture. Then adapt cultural independence. The author is have the full independence that he did not refer to European novel. He writes the novel according to his own wish. Then the most important fourth characteristics of post-colonial criticism is cross-culture. The post structuralist perspective is seen in the works of Henry Louis Gates Jr., Gayatri Sipak, and Homi Baba. Thanks for watching, friends. Please subscribe and support. Please share among with your friends. Thank you.